Welcome back, everybody. When it comes to treatment for stroke and heart attack, the one place to go is the Gates Vascular Institute. Here to tell us why, we're so happy to have Dr. Nick Hopkins back, the president and chairman of neurosurgery, and Dr. Kenneth Snyder, the assistant professor of neurosurgery, radiology, and neurology. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you both back.
Nice to be here.
And the work that you do, truly saving lives here in Western New York. It's important that people remember symptoms of stroke and now heart attack. Get to Gates is still valid, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
We recognized years ago that for some reason Western New York has one of the highest incidents of cardiovascular disease and stroke any place in the world. So it's the #1 killer, heart attack. It's the #1 cause of adult disability, stroke, in our community. And we have an incidence here that matches the highest areas in the country. So we thought, if we're going to focus on something, let's focus on treating these devastating diseases that are killing and crippling our population. So we pulled together a group of actually 18 of the world's most famous doctors in cardiology and vascular surgery and radiology and neuro. And we all came together at a meeting, and we brought the Jacobs family, kindly brought out a world-class architect from Los Angeles, Mirdad Yastani, and we spent several days just thinking about the vascular center of the future. And what came out of that was the Gates Vascular Institute. So that's how it all came about. And the neat thing about it is it was specifically designed to take care of patients with acute stroke or heart attack. And so it's all set up to handle in a very quick and efficient way patients that come in with those diseases. And maybe just kick it over to Ken and ask, you know, when somebody comes in with a stroke, it's kind of binary. Two things can happen. One, the patient can end up in a nursing home, or he can be treated and reversed. And what do you think about that, Ken?
Along with my colleagues, Dr. Levy, Dr. Siddiqui, and Dr. Hopkins, the vision from Gates, which has moved downtown and is quite unique, is that we no longer base our treatments of stroke on time.
Oh.
In most cases around the world, when you know the event occurred, you have a window.
Yes.
And if you do not show up in that window, there are no interventions available to you. Dr. Hopkins, Dr. Levy's visionary move was to say, no, we need to individualize stroke care. We look at the physiology of your brain when you come in. We look at whether the tissue is alive or dead. And if the tissue is alive, we will attempt to revascularize and take the clot out. It is a very unique method and path out of Buffalo. We've used that to lead research. We're one of the leading research institutes in this country.
I think we can honestly say that our center, the Gates Vascular Institute, we say get to Gates if you have an acute stroke, because we have a stroke center that's the best in the world. And I think people around the world recognize this center, our Gates Vascular Institute, as the place for heart attack and stroke. And people are coming here from all over the world to see how we've done it, how we've constructed the building, how it fits with the management, how we can take the best care of the people in the quickest amount of time and return them to home instead of to a nursing home.
And Dr. Snyder, can we assume that when we're talking about how they're related, stroke and heart attack, we're talking about some kind of a vascular blockage? It's just in a different place?
Same disease process in a different organ. And what Dr. Hopkins had envisioned, with us working side by side with other vascular specialists, we're able to watch how they treat the disease in their organ, pick up on it, translate some of things that work with them in our organ, and vice versa. So the collaborative nature of the facility is incredible. And I must say, as a Buffalo native, having gone to St. Joe's, to come back to my hometown and get the best neurovascular job in the country is quite an honor. When we have people from around the world visit this facility and say, I feel like I've seen the future. I have to go back in time to go back and work at my hospital. As a Buffalo native, nothing makes me more proud.
It is so exciting to know that you have this group of doctors here and that you are getting national recognition for the work that you're doing. And we have it, everybody. We have it right here in Western New York. We do not have to leave town to get this kind of quality medical care.
No. Everybody always asks us, you know, when we go around the world and give lectures, and people always say, well, why is Buffalo the place where heart attacks and strokes are so common? And the only thing I can think of is chicken wings. They were invented here, and we all love them.
Yeah.
But that high-fat diet is definitely a problem. And isn't it ironic that we've built the Vascular Center right next to Teresa's Anchor Bar?
Amazing. That's how you remember where it is, right?
An important,
so we can take care of patients when they have that problem.
but an important public service message to get out there is that it is critical. We have one zip code that is 200% the national average for stroke, the highest in the country. And the sad part is when we look at the demographic, we're 25% or below the national average for just going in to see our doctors.
Yes.
By the time stroke patients get to us, we're trying to save them. They've fallen off a cliff. Our job truly is to keep them from ever getting to the edge. We need our patients to go into their
So everybody out there, the message is stay healthy, live a healthier lifestyle. If you need these folks, they are there for you.
Yeah.
So let's work together on this and try to reduce some of those numbers. Heart attack, stroke, you get to Gates. The Gates Vascular Institute. If you'd like to know more, all you have to do is go to their website, gettogates.com. It could save your life.
American Heart Association just recognized us as one of the top centers in the world for the treatment of acute stroke.
There you go. Well said.
Exciting.
Fantastic.